There's really only one or two main differences for bowls than there are for cylinders. I open like usual. I'm going to pull like usual. If you were widening the bottom of your cylinder before you pull, you don't need to do that with your bowl. So remember how the cylinders, we want the bottom to be like this and then up? So I kind of like widened the hole and then pulled it. You don't need to do that with bowls because you want your bowl to be a curvature at the bottom. Okay. There are two ways to pull a bowl. And I'll show you both and you can just figure out which one is more comfortable for you. All right. One of them looks like this. You put your hand here and you put your other fingers here, and I'm going to pull up and towards me like this. Okay, so it looks like this. I'm using mainly just my inside fingers, and I'm pulling up and towards me. Okay, that doesn't feel too comfortable for me, so I tend to do it the other way. But you can try both ways. And it's very similar to pulling the cylinder. I'm just pushing a little bit harder with my inside fingers because I do want it to flare out. So I'm still squeezing the clay between my fingers. I'm just pushing out a little bit more with my left hand so it gets a little wider. One more time. Just bringing that clay in on the bottom. Alright, now that is a bowl, right? The finishing touches of a bowl are done with your kidney. Be sure to get any water out. All right, if you have your metal kidney and a rubber kidney, I use both kidneys and I kind of squeeze the clay between them. So I'm using the curved side of my metal kidney and I start on the bottom, scrape it gently, and I'm bracing the outside with my other kidney, and I'm just squeezing the clay to get together between both kidneys as I bring them up. And that gives your bowl a nice shape. Nice form. Okay. Do it one more time. You want to make sure that the bottom is nice and smooth, that there's no like areas where water can get trapped, because that will make the bowl hard to clean. So the kidney is good for that too. It just makes it nice and smooth at the bottom. Okay. Definitely use your kidneys at the end. Just go to the center. Try not to go over the center because then that's when you get little marks. There you go. Alright, for the top, if you need to, just take a sponge. Now the bottom is going to be a little thicker, but we're going to trim it nice and thin during the trimming process. So it's okay if this bottom is like half an inch or a little bit thicker than that. If it's too thin at the bottom, it might collapse. So you need a little bit of clay there to support it, but that all gets trimmed in the trimming process.